Good evening and welcome to Guna Matters, for where your opinion, it matters. Now remember, that is true, your opinion matters. Now tonight it's just myself and the enforcer. The enforcer will tell us about how he's doing before, after this. Subscribe to Guna Matters, hit the like, smash the bell, and you can get all the notifications. And also, I want to just make mention of one of our panelists, Quentin, Coach Q, Futsal Matters with Coach Q. You will be on a Thursday night on Facebook, and yeah, he's the man to talk about when it comes to futsal matters. Nonetheless, everything happens on Guna Matters, where your opinion matters, and that will happen after this. Dez, how's it, man?
It's good, man. Thank you for having me on. It has been a while. I'm looking forward to this. Got quite a bit to talk about, not just about Arsenal, about other teams as well. It's going to be a good old chat, I think.
Definitely. Yeah, it's been a while, Dez. I mean, you've been you've been busy. You've been out and about, and obviously those things are important. Arsenal is not the most important thing in our lives, but those things are important. Let's start off with a small little segment with regards to the table at the moment. As you could see, we are 11th on this table.
Yeah.
Right. And then we've got Tottenham, West Ham, Brentford, and Chelsea right on top. Those are the other four London clubs ahead of us. Do you think any changes happening from those London clubs on this table?
I think it's going to stay the way it is for quite a while, to be honest. I mean, we all got a bit excited when we beat the Chickens down the road. It was a great win, and yeah. But I thought we might have turned a corner, and then the very next week we hit a brick wall again. So
yeah.
we're like a car that can't start. You know, we start it, we get 10 yards down the road, and then it conks out again. You know,
yeah.
And that's not a go at Arteta. Like you, Arteta stay. Yeah, we've got the players. We're just not playing them right. It just seems that we blow hot and cold. And the surprise package from me has been Brentford. Credit to them, but Brentford have been a bit of a surprise. West Ham are there or thereabouts. Tottenham, in my opinion, and it's my opinion that matters. Yeah, Tottenham are lucky to be where they are, I think. Because let's be honest, Harry Kane doesn't want to play for them. I don't know. We shouldn't be where we are, but we are. But then, do we deserve to be any higher, considering the way we've been playing? That's the question, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're Arsenal till we die. But end of the day, you've got to take the rough with the smooth.
True.
And the thing is, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but I just don't know how long the tunnel is.
Yeah, the tunnel is very long. I mean, I can show you quickly how long the tunnel is, bro.
Yeah, that's a very long tunnel, bro. That's a very long tunnel. I'll start digging now.
Yeah. Look, in my opinion, I don't think Tottenham and West Ham is going to stick at those positions very long. I mean, Brentford is not going to go anywhere. Brentford is playing Chelsea next, and they're playing at home. So Chelsea is going to Brentford, and you know what Brentford is doing on their home ground. I mean, we lost there. Liverpool got a beating of going in front twice, and Brentford came from behind all those times. So at the end of the day, Brentford is not going anywhere. So in my opinion, I think Tottenham and West Ham. West Ham is playing. We'll get to that in a bit. West Ham is playing Everton, and Everton's at home. So yeah, that we're gonna go through the predictions a bit later.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, so that is the table. So I think if you want to say something more on the table, you can go ahead. But I think that is as much as you can say about the EPL.
To be honest, I think we've covered it, mate. Because the teams are where they are because of how we've played. That's it, really. You know, in a way, we have been our own worst enemy at times.
True, man. True.
You know? So,
and then, sorry, there has been talks on the next segment that Stan Kroenke has given Edu, as you could see there, my little green light on the traffic signal. So he got a green light to get a youngster for 25 million. Now, if you know who this youngster is, he's there on the left-hand side. His name is Noah Lang. Now, Noah Lang is he's playing for Club Brugge, and he also had his first debut in the Netherlands colours now over the last few weeks. I don't know if you know this lad, but I haven't really did any follow up on any. I don't do the videos anymore. But 25 million for a youngster of 20 years old, no? Yeah, 22 years old.
22. I to be honest, I don't know him at all. I haven't watched any videos on him or anything like that. Why? See, this is where I get confused. Okay. For about 2 seasons, maybe even 3 seasons, we've been going after Aouar. So why would we suddenly give up on Aouar and go for this lad from Club Brugge? And the thing is, there's speculation on Sterling as well, right? So basically, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to replace Lacazette, aren't we?
Yes, we are trying to replace Lacazette. As you know, you've mentioned it off air. I'm doing snippets and small little videos of 15, max 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was one of my segments, the matter of the day. Guys, if you want to just get 5 minutes or 10 minutes of news, every day I'm doing a segment on the matter of the day. Now, Guna matters, as Des has said, your opinion matters. So I'm doing a matter of the day every day. And that was one of my matters of the day was Sterling. Lacazette is end of season, is finished, Des. So there's Sterling, and then there's also this two English youngsters. Calvert-Lewin and Ollie Watkins, and I did also a small segment on the two of them as well. So yeah, go for it, bro.
Well, bro, I've got to say to everybody, go and watch those little videos because they're very, very interesting. Yeah, they give a lot of information. Okay, so my choices are this lad from Bruges, Sterling, Watkins, or Calvert-Lewin, If I had to pick one of those guys, well, I think it'd be between two. I think it'd be between Calvert-Lewin, and it's got to be Sterling for me. Do you know what it is?
I'm gonna like Lenny say. I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works.
Oh, go on.
Calvert-Lewin is priced at, I think, 45 plus as per transfer market.
Mm-hmm.
Sterling is priced at 81 million. Noah Lang is priced at 25, and Ollie Watkins is priced at between 28 and 32, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Okay.
So that is according to transfer market. Now, we just spent 150 plus million in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Come winter, 6 months later, you're going to spend another 80 odd million to 100 million. Do you think this guy, as he's given the green light on a 25 million, will he give a green light on another 100 mil?
Well, he has to compete, especially now with what's gone on with Newcastle, right? They've basically, if you look at it, right, let me just quickly break it down. You've got Abramovich, you've got the guys at Manchester City, and now the guys at Newcastle. They're all sugar daddies. And what I mean by that is they don't mind spending their money. Okay, they will pay so people can play. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And the thing is, they're billionaire owners. Yeah, Arsenal has a billionaire owner, but I wouldn't say he's a sugar daddy. He's more of just a daddy because he doesn't like sharing his sugar. Do you know what I mean? So that's the difference between Lane Kroenke and these other guys. Yeah, they'll spend their money because they want the club to achieve.
Yeah.
Stan won't. Stan will give you a budget. He'll say, right, you can have, for example, you want this lad from Bruges, you can have 25 million. But then that's probably where it stops. But now he's going to have to spend 200 million, possibly every window. I know that's a bit of but possibly every window, so Arsenal can compete.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason, I tell you, I know you gave me the prices, and that's fair enough. But the reason I picked Calvert-Lewin, right, and it's the main reason, is, well, there's a couple of reasons. He can score, and he scores with his head. We haven't got someone who scores with their head at Arsenal, or very rarely score with their head. Do you know what I mean?
A defender, yes. We've got a defender that can score with his head.
Yeah, I know. But Calvert-Lewin will stick out something to score. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's head, his knee, his elbow. Well, that'd be handball.
His whole body, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why I would like Calvert-Lewin. Plus, I think Calvert-Lewin's pretty good at holding up the ball, like Lacazette is.
Yes.
So in a way, it's a like-for-like player. And to me, Lacazette, really, if he signed the contract, would still fit into this team.
I like Lacazette. I mean, I've always liked him. Me and my son, when we played Xbox, and then I've got Lacazette and Iwobi in my team, and then he says to me, "Daddy, it won't be like I said."
Yeah, I get you.
So I always liked Lacazette. Lacazette has been he hasn't been the best goal scorer, but he's made impact performances on the team. I mean, I think somebody said it last week, or on some show that I've watched, is that Laka commands the youngsters and they listen to him.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, Emil Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Pepe, Martinelli, and of course, the youngsters, they listen to Lacazette because he's that person. He commands his territory. So I think Laka, if he could have gotten another year on his contract, I would have taken it any day. And
I agree.
And prepare well for the time that he is about to be sold. I mean, there's talks that he can talk to other clubs in January for the end of the season.
Yeah.
And there's Juventus, there is Inter. I think not Inter, Atletico and Juventus are interested in his signature.
Right.
So Oli is my choice as well, eh?
Fair enough.
Not Oli, I mean Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin is
Calvert-Lewin,
also
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
I would have offered Laka another contract. I like Laka. I think Laka has been a really good servant for Arsenal. Um, we've pointed out all his good points, like holding up the ball. When he does get a shot on goal, he'll have a go. Do you know what I mean? And he doesn't care if he's 6 yards out or 28 yards, 30 yards out. He'll have a go. Yeah,
and
and
most of his shots, if
you've got to
you might
respect that.
agree, most of his shots was all on target, even if it's either a block from a defender or the keeper saved it. And most of his shots is either on target or very, very slim past the
Yeah,
target.
yeah. So
Moving on to Ollie Watkins quickly.
yeah.
What would he bring to Arsenal team? I mean, he's the second cheapest of the four. He's 28 to 32 more. What would Ollie bring to the table for Arsenal?
Well, I'm going to be blunt. I don't see the hype with this kid. I don't know. I don't know what he would bring because let me break it down, right? Because I'm enforcing it, I suppose you could say. Um, we've got players, for example, Odegaard, who is a playmaker. Yeah, we've got players now that Lakonga. He'd only be like, I don't. He wouldn't bring anything different. And sometimes you need someone to bring something different, not just to add to the numbers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah,
You
I hear
know?
you.
And to me, don't get me wrong, he plays well for Aston Villa, but I don't think he brings anything special, unique, or different to the team. And we've already got enough players that can do what he can do.
Yeah.
Whether they're doing it on a regular basis or not, that's here or there. But do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah. All right. Subscribe to Guna Matters when you are new, and if you have not done so, you can subscribe to Guna Matters. Also, if you want to get involved with Guna Matters, you can do so by emailing me on gunamatters@gmail.com. Again, gunamatters@gmail.com. You can email me. Hit the like, smash the subscribe, and also ring the bell for all the notifications. Myself and Des, the enforcer, is from Newcastle, and I asked him off air just to share a bit of what's the hype about in Newcastle. Now, Des, as we spoke about, you staying in Newcastle, and you obviously seen all these type of things happening in front of your eyes. You said something about the Magpies are very, they love their club. So just elaborate more on what's happening in that city.
right. Well, I've lived here for 15 years. I go to St James's Park whenever I can, and they are passionate about their football. Really, really passionate. Sam, my partner, her dad used to say you could put 11 sheep on the pitch in the kit, and you'd still have 52 to 55,000 people going to watch the game of football, and it'd be 11 sheep. That's how passionate they are, you know. They're over the moon, obviously, because they wanted Ashley out, and I've got to be honest, Ashley was not good for the club. He wasn't good for the club at all.
Would you say Mike Ashley is a similar owner, or was a similar owner to our owners, Stan Kroenke?
Yeah, because he wouldn't spend his money. He wouldn't. They were buying players on a shoestring. They were going to the transfer window bargain bucket to get players. Do you know what I mean? And they're glad he's out. And they call him the London gangster up here. That's his nick. That was his nickname.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and to be honest, right, there's the Newcastle fans that are being sensible about this, and there are Newcastle fans who think that they're going to buy Mbappe, Haaland, which they may do in the future. I'm not saying they won't, but it doesn't happen overnight. The Newcastle fans have to realise it's going to take a couple of years to get to where they want to be. Yes, they are the richest club in the world, and yes, it's very exciting for them. But because what I think they'll do, and I could be wrong, but what I think they'll do is for the next couple of seasons, bring in 2 players at a time, maybe 3 players at a time, and then gradually work their way up to being where Chelsea are, Man City are, and where Arsenal
Yeah,
should be.
yeah,
So that's a case of it is a case of just wait and see. Um, but there is a lot of in Newcastle. There's a lot of excitement at the moment. Um,
yeah.
but a lot of people would have been excited because Ashley's gone as well. So there's it's like a double-edged sword, you know.
Yeah. Now this lady Amanda Chevley said I watched last week. I watched a bit of interviews, and she said that they're not going to just invest in the club; they're also going to invest in the city. Now, be staying in Newcastle for 15 years. There's is there anything that Newcastle can benefit from their money?
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely. You've got to remember that Newcastle is a working man's town, working man's city. You know what I mean? It's grassroots. It's tough up here. Uh, I know I know people say this north south divide, but it is tough up here. You know, and the city's always crying out for investment, and if the club can help out in that way, it'll benefit the city most definitely. Most definitely.
All right. All right. Cool. That was in a nutshell. The new consortium, obviously, they on behalf of the Arabs. I think it was either Quinton or Lenny that said last week, and they quoted you, Des, is that Chelsea and Man City bought their league. And now, obviously, Newcastle's going to go the same way by buying their league. Now, in the streets, I mean, you've been busy, obviously, going there and going there. The vibe in the street, are they partying? Are they running up and down? Are they having all sorts of
They did.
exciting?
No, no. On the day they were excited. There was a massive group outside the ground. Yeah, but the Geordie's like a TV camera. You know, do you know what I mean? No, that once they've screamed and hollered a bit, they kind of calmed down a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah. So no, it's been pretty calm after they found out, really. But yeah,
yeah.
the thing is, right? The only thing I can see is as a concern is this going to push the Super League back on?
Now, there's a lot of talks about that, Des, and a lot of guys are saying that this might just benefit Arsenal in terms of the Super League. Well, that is a discussion and a story that I wanna wait and see what's going to pan
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then the next segment is Martinelli. Now,
Yes.
you saw the green light we got for this youngster, not Adam, Noah Lang. And Martinelli, there's talks that he's also going in January on a loan. But according to the reports, is that Arteta has now given he's given his decision regarding Martinelli. He says Martinelli is still in his plans, in the future plans of Arsenal. Only started 2 games, the Brentford game, and he started the Chelsea game, and then another, I think, the game against West Brom.
Mm-hmm.
What is your take on Martinelli? I mean, we've been crying since last season for this youngster to play. He's given him a couple of games to start. He's given him cameo performances or appearances. Is it just to keep the fans quiet and say, look, you've asked for him, he didn't perform, but he didn't. He's not starting again until further notice.
See that? Yeah, I'm not. See, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, but how can you say the kid's performed in 1 game? You have to give him more than 1 game to perform. Yeah. For example, okay, I'll just quickly say this, okay, because I know time and everything. This season, the two players that I definitely would have kept is William Saliba, who we let go on loan, who is supposed to be back in the plans when he comes back, right?
Yeah.
And lightning in a bottle Martinelli, right? Personally, I would start Martinelli over. I would have started Martinelli over Orba all season, just to give him some experience, give him some minutes, give him a taste of it. Let's see if he
Yeah.
can score the goals. You can't tell. You can't tell in 90 minutes or however long he stayed on for against Brentford. You cannot tell me that you could turn around and say, "There you go. He's had a go and he didn't do anything."
Now, also Martinelli has come out last year in March. He said that his preferred position is coming from the left wing into the right. And I mean, every time Martinelli has started, he started up front as a central striker.
Yeah, yeah.
Our legend Thierry, the king of Arsenal, Thierry Henry, he was that type of player. His best position was on the left side.
Most definitely.
All his position is on the left side. Surely the manager should know that the strength of this player is coming from the left. And Arteta has turned around and said, but we've got 5 players that plays in that position.
Well, whose fault's that? You know, end of the day, let me ask you a question, okay? Who would you rather keep, Pepe or Martinelli?
I'll keep Martinelli because Pepe's 72 million tag has not really turned investment. It did not give me any return on my investment. Martinelli he came for the cheap, and he scored in his first season. He scored 10 goals in all competitions. So
yeah.
Pepe obviously reached that only last season. But still, you know, a 72 million investment has not given me any return.
Not at all.
I won't be able to sell him because of the tag is going to still be high. But I'll rather keep Martinelli instead of Pepe. And that is my view on it, because Pepe still is not getting any game time either. So
if you'd have asked me the same question, I would have given the same answer.
Yeah. I don't know what is the manager's idea, because there's so many people, and I mean, I read this afternoon also. I read in January, in order to get Sterling for 81 million, you're gonna have to sell Martinelli. You're gonna have to sell Kolasinac. Kolasinac is 3.1 million. That is his worth for according to Transfer Market. Then you're gonna have to sell Chambers. He's 10.3 million, I think. All right. Then you've got to have to sell what's his name? Mohamed Al Nene. He's 8 million, I think, or somewhere around there. Then you're gonna have to sell Martinelli. There's no I think it was 14 million. And then of course Lacazette at 17 million. And so those are the players that you're going to have to sell. That's five players for one player.
That's a good return. That's a good return, isn't it?
It's the players that we don't want, except for Martinelli is part of that.
Exactly. But so, even on that scale, let's say we keep Martinelli, right? Let's just say we keep Martinelli. So 4 players for one. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's business. That's good business. That.
But nowadays, it can turn also against us, because now you already don't have a player for each position. Now
exactly.
You've got
that's what I was. Yeah.
Pepe gone. You've got Pepe gone. You've got Aubameyang gone, and you've got, if you don't let go of El Neni, you've got 4 players away in January, February next season. The next round.
Yeah.
So there you already have 4 players, and if you have sold 4 players, then you're 8 players short.
Exactly. Just I don't understand the business sense of Arsenal. I don't understand
how Arsenal is doing business, which brings me to this point of what the King has said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you read what Henri has said about Arteta.
I've heard it. I have read bits and bobs about it. Yeah, I haven't read the whole
So
thing. I've read bits and bobs.
Henri has said that I just want to get to that quote quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The right, yeah, let me, sorry, that is not that.
It's all right. Take your time.
All right, here we go. Mikel Arteta is just, he didn't hear what Henri said, but now this is what the reports are saying. Arsenal have won 10 points from their last 4 Premier League games, but Henri has questioned this week whether things are going in the right direction under Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
Now, Mikel Arteta has turned around and said he didn't hear that because he only heard it in his press conference, and he has turned around and said, that is just another opinion. And everybody, like, my slogan is that your opinion matters. And he says that you gotta have to respect an opinion. So I'm not sure what is Arteta doing. And I mean, the guys are seeing these things, Des. Henri has come out and he said he doesn't know what the direction is. And we have seen this now for the last few seasons, whether it was under Unai Emery, whether it was under Arteta, and even the last stints of Arsene Wenger. We didn't have any direction.
No.
So is it right of Henri just to say, is now that Arteta is in control, is it right for him to say that there is no direction now?
Yeah, I think there is. In the respect of that, there are people who I want to use the right words because I don't want to offend anybody. Just give me a second. Yeah, I know. I think the King, Thierry Henry, has earned his right to have his say. And even though I am Arteta stay, if there was something wrong, you should point it out. I think you have the right, as a fan, as a player who's played for Arsenal, but as a fan of Arsenal or any club in the Premiership, if you're not happy, you should have your right to have your say. Your opinion matters.
Yeah.
Because, Mish, shush. Do you remember when clubs used to have fans in the meetings and things like that? Do you know what I mean? Used to have fans in the meeting and everything, and that's all gone.
Yeah.
And sorry, my dog's going into one. I apologise for that.
No
and I think when Henri is talking about this sort of stuff, he's concerned for the club. I mean, I know he's part of the Daniel Ek team. He's concerned for the club, and he obviously loves Arsenal. But then Arteta has to look at himself and go, hold on, if someone like Henri is saying this kind of stuff, am I doing something wrong? Do I need to change something? If the fans are outside the Emirates screaming, doing their thing.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you have to stop and you have to assess what's going on and you have to assess what you're doing. It doesn't mean that I want the guy out. It just means he should assess what people are saying and he should act upon it appropriately.
Yeah. Now, that was this week. Now, just last week, Arteta was named the manager of the month for September. And this is when Arteta was asked, that whether he read Henri's comment, and Arteta was named the manager of the month of September, and he said, no, I haven't. I am just hearing this from you. Henri has also recorded the record goal scorer, also said Arsenal had suffered in a goalless draw at Brighton in their most recent game. Now, Arteta, like I said, he said that it's just an opinion and you have to respect that. Now, a legend has come out and said the direction under Mikel Arteta that was named the manager of the month for September also has brought about that we suffered against Brighton goalless draw. My question, Des, is yes, we've won the Chickens down the road 3-1.
Yeah.
And then we went and draw the game thereafter 0, no goals, and no particular direction. And I think Henri is referring to that.
I would agree. I would totally agree. As I say, we seem to go. We beat someone, we draw or we lose. We beat someone, we draw or we lose. We don't know whether we're coming or going.
Now, my opinion is this, Des, and I've said it before, is that, and I also said it on other chats on Facebook, is that we were ranting and raving and going on about our first 3 games we lost. We were very upset. We were very, everybody was Arteta out, Arteta this, Arteta that.
Yep.
Straight thereafter, he was given 5 games to turn things around. It started with West Brom in the Carabao Cup. Then it went to Norwich. Then it went to Burnley. Then it went to AFC Wimbledon, and then we went to Tottenham. That was the 5 games.
Yeah.
And it were 5 wins.
Yeah.
So clearly we were on a run of a high, and everybody's saying now the things are turning around, they're turning around. But I've always maintained this, Des, is that anything other than a loss is a step in the right direction, because considering where we started and where we were last season, we didn't have a Tomiyasu, we didn't have a Ben White, we didn't have Gabriel for parts of season last, and of course we didn't have Lakonga, and we didn't have a out and out replacement a backup for Tierney. Now we've got those 5 players. And Arteta has brought in those players, and he's changed things a bit to a direction where he now knows there is something to go towards. And I agree with that. I also would agree to what Henri is saying, but I won't agree to the extent of there is no direction. There is a bit of direction, in my opinion, and my opinion matters.
There it is again. Oh Lord! If Lenny was here, he'd be laughing. If Lenny was here, he'd be laughing. You know.
If having won Tottenham 3-1 at home and going to Brighton and draw 0-0, our game against Tottenham was very emotional because we always want to win Tottenham, and we always win Tottenham at home.
Of course.
So surely, I also said that the test is coming after the Tottenham game, and it came in the Brighton game. We drew there, and everybody's making harsh decisions or harsh comments about you had a brilliant game against Tottenham, and now you're going against Brighton, and you can't do anything. Brighton just were a better team on the day. They didn't give us time to play. So
they were. But you've also got to say, I mean, yes, there is a bit of direction, I would agree. But you've also got to say that Brighton have been playing really, really well. There's no... I mean, Brentford's proved it, okay? There's no team Arsenal can go to now and think, we're going to get 3 points here. Yeah? Where before, we would turn up and go, this is nailed on. 3 points all the way. Yeah? We cannot turn up to any game now and go, oh, these 3 points are nailed on. If we win, we've had to play really, really hard to get those 3 points.
Yeah. And I think that makes a difference between what Arteta is saying. I mean, Arteta is saying, yes, it's just another opinion, but he respects that opinion. And I'm sure he's a guy that, I mean, we're going to get to Jack Wilshere now, is that he's a guy that he works hard on the training pitch. And Jack has obviously brought something, but I want to give you another chance just to talk about what Henry has done. And then we can close that. We can close that option there. Anything that you want to add on to what has been said there?
I don't really. I know, because I think I said it all before. It has a right to be out there, but as you've said, it's an opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether Arteta acts upon it is up to him, because end of the day, he is the manager.
Yeah.
So it comes down to a personal choice. He either acts upon it or he brushes it under the carpet. That's his choice.
Right.
But then Henry also has the right to say what he's thinking. You know, that's all I really want to say about it, to be honest.
All right, now coming to Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere, as you know, he's been on the London Colney. He's been training there, fit, and he's been doing his coaching badges and that sort of thing. He has come out to say, and he's praised Arteta. Arteta as being a guy that works hard. He knows what he wants to do. He knows. I mean, he never worked with Arteta when Arteta was a manager. They played together.
Yeah, that's right.
He's seeing a different person now. And he said that he praises Arteta being a person that knows what he wants. He's passionate about what he wants. The way he works with the guys on training ground, he's a hard worker, and he has a direction in which he wants to go. Another youngster, I mean, also being a legend at the Arsenal, not for a long period, but he's also, in my eyes, being a small legend. And he has come out and say something totally different to what Henry is saying. I mean, yes, he's working under Arteta's training methods. So this is something that he's experiencing. Henry hasn't experienced anything like that. He's been seeing things that happens on the pitch. But Jack Wilshere is seeing things that happens behind the scenes. And the two obviously contradicts itself.
Is Jack Wilshere playing the safety card when he's doing that? Because he's going for his badges. See, Henry's saying it from the heart, and Jack Wilshere's saying it because. I don't mean to disrespect Jack Wilshere, a great player. Shame what's happened to the lads, you know. But is he just saying it because he benefits from it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, look, I probably would disagree with you, but again, every opinion is carrying weight. I think it's just that is before that Henry has said what he said, and Jack has said this before then. So
okay. But the thing is though, Glenwen, right? If we agreed on everything, it'd be boring.
Yeah, we won't ever be.
You know what I mean? It would be boring. So no, I mean, me personally, I would take more in what Henry's saying than what Wilshere's saying. But that's just it's my opinion. You know?
Yeah. No, true. That's something that's owned to you. That's you. And I will respect every opinion that you bring about.
And I respect your opinions as well. You know, but it doesn't mean we are going to agree on all of them. You know.
True. I just want to ask you something quickly, Des.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Jack Wilshere has come back to the club. There's talks about the Ox that's coming back to the club, and of course Rambo. Rambo as well. So those are the three guys, in my opinion. I don't want back at the club to play, at least.
Do you know what? We're going to agree on this. We're going to agree on this one.
Because these are the guys that, besides Rambo was a first choice under Wenger.
Yeah.
But also very injury prone.
Yeah.
Jack, very injury prone, and a lot of people have seen him with cigarettes and whatnot. And
Yeah,
of course, the Ox was a backup player to Theo Walcott.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So people might argue the Ox has won trophies with Liverpool. Did he really win trophies at Liverpool? Was he really direct involved in any trophies at Liverpool? And would you want to see him back at Arsenal?
no and no. It's a simple answer. No and no. For me, he's moved on. So stay gone. Um, I'm not saying that I didn't like him at Arsenal, because I actually did. I thought he was a pretty good player, but he was the second string.
Yeah.
You know, he was second to Theo Walcott. You know, so and let's be honest, he's not a spring chicken anymore. That no, is the answer I can only give you. And I could waffle on and
And,
waffle on, but it wouldn't make a jot of difference. So yeah, no.
and Jack Wilshere and Ramsey?
No, both got sick notes. No, they need a note from their mum to play. They've got to wear a vest under their football top. You know, um, they have shin pads up to their knees just so they don't get hurt. No, no. Jack Wilshere going for his badges. I wish him all the luck with that. All the luck with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to
He
actually
also,
come back,
he also came out to say that he's not there to play for Arsenal. He's just there to do his badges. And he won't play. They asked him the question, if he would get the chance to play, will he still play? He said, no, he won't play for Arsenal again. He had his chance with Arsenal, and that was that.
Can I just have one moment to defend one player at the moment?
Sure.
Ramsdale. That lad, to me, this is my opinion, guys. You can agree, you can disagree. I don't mind. Right? Put it in the comments. I really don't mind. Okay. He's worth every single penny, and he's a better goalkeeper than Burned. He controls his area brilliantly.
Yeah.
He comes and gets balls. And I know people say, "Oh, but he was relegated with Bournemouth, and he was relegated with." Yeah, but it's not just down to the goalkeeper why you get relegated. It's a
Yeah.
team. Yeah,
But he was the
let
best
that
player on both teams.
exactly. Let that go. Yeah, the lad, he screams his lungs out. You know, and I mean, look at the Tottenham game. Him and Bruce Lee. You know, Tommy Asu. Yeah, they were banging each other's chests. Now,
Yeah.
if that's not passion, I don't know what is. Okay, the kid loves the team. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the team seem to love him because he is a breath of fresh air in goal compared to what we had last season. Burn
Yeah.
Leno, Burn Leno. I tell you what, I'll pay you train fare. Honestly, jog on, son. Genuinely, I'm telling you now. I just wanted to stick up for that lad because he's been through the ringer and he's had it on. People have given it him on social media and all this sort of rubbish. Give the guy a break. He's doing a good job for Arsenal. He's kept
Great
clean
stuff.
sheets. He's
Great
kept clean
stuff.
sheets. What more do you
Right
want?
now, we're getting to a point of
Yeah,
where we're gonna get to the weekend's fixtures. But
of
firstly,
course.
I want to say thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube. Subscribe to Guna Matters. Hit the
Do it.
bell for all the notifications and press the like. Your opinion matters on Guna Matters.
Do it. You know you
will,
want to.
yeah, no, definitely. Right, Des.
Yeah.
Let's go there. Watford.
Watford,
Let's
Liverpool.
see. Watford
3-0
versus
Liverpool.
what?
3-0 Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
3.
Alistair, 3-0. I'm saying it now, Alistair. 3-0 Liverpool.
All right. Watford for me, it's going to be 1. And Liverpool is going to be 2.
Okay.
Right, and then
Norwich, Brighton.
Southampton.
Oh, you're going across the top. Okay. Southampton, Leeds. Oh, let's see. 1-1.
You must remember, Southampton is playing without Ward-Prowse, eh?
Well, okay. Still one. Oh, yeah, because he got a red card, didn't he? Still 1-1. I'm still sticking with 1-1.
All
Thank you.
right, still 1-1. I'm going to go Leeds, Southampton, 0, Leeds, 2.
Okay.
All right, there's Norwich.
Norwich, Brighton. Oh, 2-1 Brighton.
I'm going to join you on that one. Norwich 1 and Brighton 2. Okay, I'm typing as we talk about it. Then I can
That's
just
fine.
put
That's
it
cool.
on record.
Yeah, cool.
Aston Villa.
Wolves. Aston Villa Wolves. Let's see. 2-1 again, I think. Because Wolves, 2-1 for me.
For
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa 2.
Yeah, Wolves 1.
Wolves 1. I'm going to take this as a 1-0 win for Villa.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ollie Watkins is struggling to score. And what's his name? What's the new signing?
Oh, Buendia.
No. The striker from Southampton.
Oh. Yeah, I've forgotten. I'm having a moment. Oh, who was it?
Ings.
Ings. Yeah, sorry, Ings. Yeah.
Ings has not been scoring either.
No, well, I still think Aston Villa are going to nick it 2-1.
All right. Leicester versus United. They're playing at the King Power.
1-0 Leicester.
1-0 Leicester.
Sorry, Quinton.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with you on that one.
I know they've got Ronaldo, but I think Ollie at the wheel is starting to crumble, to be honest.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a stalemate for Ronaldo. Also, just one more thing. We're talking about Leicester.
Yeah.
There's the man that we were interested in.
Mm-hmm.
What's his face? Madison.
Yeah.
He hasn't been involved in any goals this season.
Has he not?
No.
Well, it's a good job It's a good job we didn't buy him then.
I wanted to do a what's the matter on that on that, and it slipped my mind because there wasn't much to say.
Yeah.
Odegaard has got 1 goal and he has 2 assists.
All right. So are we going to go Man City Burnley?
Man City Burnley.
See, I think the floodgates could open.
Oh wow. Yeah,
4-0.
It's Burnley we're talking about, bro.
Yeah. 4-0 to Man City, I'm going to go for.
4-0. I'm going to go the same score line as Arsenal. They almost around 50-0. 5-0.
Okay.
Let me just take this away.
Yeah, cool.
Where we now? Brentford, Chelsea. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Brentford, Chelsea. I want to say 1-1, but I think Chelsea might just nick it 2-1.
You think, eh?
Yeah, yeah. But there's something niggling at me going, say 1-1, but I just think Chelsea will nick it 2-1.
2-1.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 2 Brentford
Mm-hmm.
and 2 Chelsea.
Oh, you're going for the 2-2 draw. Fair enough.
2-2 draw.
Mm-hmm.
Everton,
Everton West Ham. Oh, this is
West
an interesting
Ham.
one.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's got 1-1 written all over it, really.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 1-1. I think I'll go 1-1.
All right, one style night.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna go for, because Everton is at home, I'm gonna go for 2-0 defeat.
Right,
No,
okay.
sorry, 2-1. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. It's cool.
Newcastle, Tottenham. I'm gonna see
I
what
want.
the new bosses are doing, bro.
um, I'd love about a 10-0 Newcastle, but I hate to say it. I think the Chickens could win it 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, to
No,
Tottenham.
I'm gonna go for a 2-0 other direction.
I hope you're right. I'm sorry, Newcastle people, if you're watching this, but
No problem, because I think the players are gonna be so hyped up, bro.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, go on then.
They're gonna be
Go
so.
on. I'll give Newcastle 2-0 like you, mate. I'll change my mind. 2-0 to Newcastle. I
Okay, you've
agree.
got 2-0. So the players are gonna be so hyped up with this new boss,
Yeah, yeah.
and probably there's nothing that we've heard about what's happening with Bruce. So I don't think they will let Bruce go by this game. So yeah, I don't know. Might be
2-0
wrong.
Newcastle. I'll go with that with you, mate. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
2-0. And then our game on Monday night.
Now, Arsenal 2-1, because I think they're going to come and play, but I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0. I made this prediction already on another show. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
stick to that prediction, 2-0.
Okay, cool.
Right, that this I've got it there. I will put it on the group later.
Cool.
I've got it saved. So our game. Let's finish with our game.
Okay, cool.
Arsenal versus Palace. Now,
Yep.
when Patrick Vieira left Arsenal in 2017, I can't remember, or
Yep.
17 years ago at least, he went to Juventus. And
Yeah.
when Juventus came in the league, in the Europa Cup, they came to Arsenal, and Vieira was in that team. He didn't get a good reception.
Yeah.
I think there was booze and at halftime and end of the game, even though he was a legend.
Yep.
He's coming back on Monday night as a manager, the
Hmm.
opposing manager.
Hmm.
What do you think will be the reception?
I think I can't disrespect the man. So they should, Arsenal fans should show him some respect. That's my belief on it. You cannot disrespect Patrick Vieira. I nearly called him Patrick
Yeah.
Henry then for a second. Patrick Vieira. You, slip of the tongue. You can't disrespect the man. Yeah. He was a general. He was a general. Yeah. Now he's cutting his teeth at Crystal Palace regarding the English Premier League. I see him possibly as a future Arsenal manager.
Yeah, or owner.
Yeah, maybe even so. Yeah, or part of the ownership. Yes. Um, I think our guys need to show him a bit of respect. That's what I think.
I agree. Being an Arsenal legend, coming to play against your team that you took to so many honors. It's a pity he doesn't have a statue outside.
Yeah.
What do you think his expectation would be coming back to the Emirates and to the club that he loved? How do you think, will he be emotional? Will he will come out to play, obviously, because under him, Crystal Palace has been showing totally good passion for the game. And he's the team. You can see there's change after Hudson has left.
Yeah, I think he will be emotional. I think he'll be passionate, and I'll be honest, I think he'll come to win. And to be honest, you can't knock that, because at the end of the day, that's what they're there for. You know,
he's got a job to do. Correct.
Got a job to do. Yeah, exactly. Don't get me wrong. I don't want them to beat Arsenal. I don't, but I respect the man, and there's no more you can really say. Really.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I think you were on the show the night that we did a manager's profile on him. You managed two teams.
Yeah.
I think he was number one in America, and he was fourth in France.
That's right.
So
yes.
He's got good reputation as a manager. He didn't do too well in France, and he's got one up against his counterpart Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
Between the two, I mean, and please don't talk as, or don't say anything as an Arsenal fan. Answer this question as a football lover,
okay.
And obviously as a person that will see the reality in it.
Okay.
If Arteta lose on Monday against Vieira, what would your thoughts be as an Arsenal fan towards Vieira? You've now said that you respect the man, but now he's come down to your home ground and he's beaten you. Do you change your viewpoint on that? Because Arsenal fans, as I've seen, they quick to judge any person that has been a part of Arsenal or are a part of Arsenal.
No, because my opinion doesn't change, because end of the day, doesn't matter what he's gone on to do as a job, for a club. To me, he'll always be part of Arsenal. He's in Arsenal history. Okay, as a football lover, if they win, all I can say is fair play, because end of the day, it's good for football. But if we lose as an Arsenal fan, it's just another game. To me, that's to me, it's just another game, and we'd have to dust ourselves off, pick ourselves up, and start again. And that's my honest answer to it. Not just as an Arsenal fan, but as a football fan. If he comes and beats us, he's done the right thing to do it, Glenn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And another question is, what position? What formation do you think Arteta is going to go against Crystal Palace?
Well, I want him to go 4-4-3, but I think he'll do with the one striker up top. So 4-4-1? No, hold on.
4-2-3-1.
That's the one. Yep. Sorry, 4-2-3-1. Yeah, but I actually want him to play 4-3-3. I think it makes us more stable.
Yeah, I think that too, because I also did a small segment on my What's the Matter of the Day with regard to formation. And the formation that Mikel Arteta likes to play is 4-2-3-1. He's played it against City, he lost. He played it against Brentford, he lost. He played it against Chelsea, he lost. Then he changed it, I think, against Norwich or Burnley, one of the two. Then he went on again with against Spurs, and we won. and he kept it against Brighton and we drew.
Yeah.
Now, against the Burnley or the Norwich, where I think it is Partey. If you play 4-3-3, Partey gets the freeway of attacking more, and he's very good in that. We've seen it. He can take a very good shot, and he played it in his country now last week, and he scored.
Yeah.
If he goes further up ahead, and you can only do that in a 4-3-3 because Zambi can't play 4-2-3-1 as Xhaka does, because Xhaka will protect Partey. Where Partey gets the freeway to go up. So I would agree with you in terms of a 4-3-3 formation, because that's something that Partey will enjoy doing.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it stabilizes the team a lot better, and I think that. It also could be that the one up front is the wrong player up front. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, there's no talks about that they are back in. They're probably back in London, but there's no talks about them being ill or injured or all those players that went for international break.
Oh
There's no talks
Yeah.
about that. There's anything wrong with any of them.
No, that's
so
good.
I think he will field a very decent team.
Yeah.
I would have liked for Martinelli to get a nod, even Pepe to get a nod. And all of those guys, they scored in their international colours.
Yeah,
Smith
or they either scored or assisted, didn't they?
Yeah, all of them scored, and I think a few of them gave an assist as well. So that's interesting to see. So we're going to have a good, strong team.
Yeah.
I think that is it for tonight. Just to recap, the green light has been given by this youngster, Noah Lang from Club Brugge. Martinelli is going to be part of Arteta's future. There's a bit of a feud starting there with former legend and current manager. And then, of course, we touched on what Jack said and what you have given us in terms of the Newcastle takeover.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ollie, Watkins, Calvert-Lewin, and Raheem Sterling, we'll have to watch and see what's happening in the next few weeks.
Could I just do a quick shout out, please, Glenwyn?
Sure, no problem, man. Go for it.
Eltel and Tim Christy Hogan, you've had them on here, yeah? Well, tomorrow they've got a hurling team. It's the under 13s. It's sorry, I've got to read this. It's the Scariff Ogonolo under 13s hurling team are in their county final against Clooney Quinn, and I just wanted to wish them all the best. And they're under 13, and the team that they're playing, the Clooney Quinn, apparently are very big lads. So all I can say to them lads, and I hope Tel and Tim see this, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and you will win tomorrow. So all the best to Scariff Ogonolo, and let's hope you win the final, guys. And thanks for letting me do that, Glenwyn, and thanks for having me on tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem. Good luck, Terry, and good luck, Tim. Both the Hogans.
The Hogan,
yeah, the Hogans. Tim Hogan and Terry Hogan. Yeah, no, there's any time. It was good to have you back after a long while.
It's good to be back. Thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely. I hope for the sake of Arsenal that we can turn these things around against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And let's just again, Futsal Matters with Coach Q. It's on a Thursday night at 8:00 on Facebook. He's one of my guests, panelists. His name is Quinton. He's Coach Q. He's a former, in fact, he is the national coach for Futsal South Africa. And also he does this as a job, futsal, and a lot of networking with other players, and obviously coaching clinics and that sort of thing. So watch him out if you want to get involved with Futsal Matters with Coach Q. Go to Facebook and you'll find him there. And then, yeah, that is gunamatters@gmail.com if you want to get involved with Guna Matters. And you can subscribe by hitting the like, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell for all the notifications on Guna Matters. Now, Guna Matters is here because your opinion, it matters. So just another thing that Deza said early on when we started, the small segments of information on Guna Matters on a daily basis is the matter of the day. What's the matter? Without any further ado, stay safe, be passionate about what you do, and of course, social distance and mask up. God bless.